So what's your training schedule today? What are we gonna do with you today?
Pretty simple. Small bag. Small run. Small swim.
You gotta take it easy on me though, because I'm not in as good a shape as you.
Okay, because of this.
What's up? I'm Dante, Barstool Sports. My man Mojo.
What's up, baby?
Down here in Maitland, Florida, came to train with this kid who's a beast. His name's Chris Nikic, and he's training for the Ironman Triathlon. I wrote a blog about him a couple months ago. He's a motivational speaker slash triathlete, and he reached out, said he wanted to, train with me, and I thought, who can I bring with me that can hang with a triathlete?
Mojo in the house, baby.
For my man Mojo, and it just so happens that he has a thing for smoking hot blondes.
Which is also right up my alley.
So we're
The
gonna
kid stays hyped and like smoking hot blondes. So this is a match made in heaven.
So I'm kind of networking some future friends too. So we're gonna go meet the family right now and train with Chris.
Let's do it.
Chris!
Hey!
What's up, man?
up, buddy?
Oh, good to meet you.
How we doing, man?
This is
Good?
Mojo.
You doing all right?
You gonna whip our butts or what?
Yeah,
Where are we going?
inside.
Right on in. Wasting no
It's your
time. I
kitchen.
like it.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you so much. It's great to
Dante.
meet
We're
you.
ready to rock today.
All right.
Chris, what's the plan?
Farming.
I like it. A man of action. Oh, wow.
So what are we looking at?
Go tell them what you're
Sports.
looking
I've seen this on Instagram.
Yeah,
at. All right. What's up in the top left corner up there?
the Olympics.
The Olympic. That was the first big goal for the year. Olympic, which is a 32-mile triathlon. All right. Let's start in the middle.
32 miles, dude.
Yeah.
Get your stamina game ready, bro.
So this is all
gonna be a
your
long
goals?
day.
Yeah,
So you put all your goals on this
Yeah.
board?
but yeah,
What's your goal?
Ironman.
Great. And over on the right, all the way in the right corner, what's the date for Ironman that you set the goal?
The 7th.
November 7th.
That's your goal. Okay. Now in the middle, what's your dream? Why are you doing this?
A car, and a house, and a smoking hot blonde.
Oh, now we're talking. Buy my own car, buy my own house, get a smoking hot blonde wife from Minnesota.
Well, it's have
What's
my
number
own
four?
have my own money to take care of my family. That's
Yeah.
a great one. What's 5?
Post speaker. Famous.
TED Talk? You
TED
want to do a
Talk.
TED Talk?
Yeah,
That's awesome.
All right, I'm with that.
and a businessman.
You want to be a successful businessman?
Yeah.
Those are great goals, man.
Now the milestones.
I'm already seeing one that's jumping out at me, but let's go in order. So what do you got? What's the first one?
And Olympic try.
That's 32-mile Olympic triathlon.
So number 2 was cancelled. 70.3 COVID. Ironman.
Ironman 70.3. That's 70 miles.
Damn.
70 miles.
Yeah.
What?
And that was in May. That was canceled. That was supposed to be in Panama City. And that was canceled, so we made up our own. So everybody was canceling everything during COVID, but not us.
Oh, wow.
We scheduled our own in Claremont. 100 people showed up from all over the state. Local news media, and he did first boy with Down syndrome to do a half Ironman.
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
How long did your half Ironman take you?
8 hours and 25 minutes.
Non-stop.
Yeah, yeah.
Tell Mojo what a full Ironman is. He doesn't know.
It's a 2.4 bar swim.
What, 2.4 swimming?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a long
In
swim.
the ocean.
In the ocean. Then
And
12
then,
miles.
112 bar bike ride.
112.
112
Yeah.
bike.
112.
Out of the water onto a bike for
Like going
112
from here to
miles.
Tampa.
How long does that take?
17 hours.
The whole thing. So
What's your goal though? When are you gonna try to complete it? Like how fast?
Like 17 hours.
17
Yeah.
hours your goal?
when are you gonna
Yeah.
finish? What time are you gonna finish?
11:58.
11:58 he's gonna finish. When's the cutoff? 12.
On time.
Tell the man what you're gonna do after Ironman.
Ooh,
We're going to the nightclub.
the nightclub! Yes!
So I gotta ask, what are these notes next to your milestones?
I was actually going to bring that
Fancy
up.
hotel with the hot ladies.
Did that happen? Or
Yeah.
it did?
Yeah.
You went to a fancy hotel with a party plus hot ladies.
Yep.
Okay, awesome. After your second Olympic trial, which got canceled, partied all night with
All night long.
ladies?
All night long with the ladies.
Nice. Alright, what was your third one now? First Ironman?
Yep.
That was in...
7.3.
And then after the 70.3 upper hot ladies.
Alright, then what happened after that? I see.
And then I graduated from high school.
That's awesome, man. How'd you celebrate?
Nightclub.
There we go. It's a hashtag, smoking hot blondes.
The usual.
I might use that at work.
Now he got a new board.
New board.
Oh, this is a new board.
Alright, so explain this to us. So you mark down all your
Yeah.
training on each day.
Yeah.
So if you zoom in, you can see he's got run with Dan. You do some volunteering too.
Yeah.
What do you do for volunteering?
Charities.
Charities.
That's great.
Spends 4 hours giving away food.
Nice.
I was about to say, I don't see off day written on here anywhere. No off days, huh?
Every 14 days. 1, 2, 3, 4.
And what's smile and no excuses?
Give a smile and no excuses.
Do everything with a smile and no excuses. Nobody likes a grouchy athlete.
So again, and there's your mom, kid, that's your mom.
That is not what I do. That's what you do.
No, it's what you do, Simone.
So I see the 1% everywhere, like on your shirt. This is awesome, by the way. What's this about? Can you explain this to us?
Being better than yesterday. And then one more today, one more tomorrow, but November 7th, I'll be Ironman.
I love it.
This is incredible.
So what's your training schedule today? What are we gonna do with you today?
Pretty simple. Small bike, small run, small swim.
Okay. I'm with you on that. You gotta take it easy on me though, because I'm not in as good a shape as you.
Okay, because of this.
Exactly,
I'll definitely beat you on the bike. I'll definitely charge you the run.
I like it. Gas me up.
So is this your loop?
This is the loop we do 100 times. Him and I will do this 120 times on a training day.
120 times in a row?
120 times in a row.
So 120 laps on the loop, what's that come out to? 100 miles.
Work it. Let's go. Come on. A little faster.
9 more.
9 more. That's it.
So that's one lap?
That's one lap. All right, Chris. You want to race Mojo a little bit? All right, ready, Chris? 3, 2, 1, go. Go. Uh-oh, Dante's coming up your right. Go, Chris. Let's go. Uh-oh. Mojo's gonna win. Uh-oh. Mojo's trying to win. This is 19 miles an hour.
19.
We smoked him. Tell him we smoked him. What'd you think about that, Dante?
You're killing us. I don't know if we got 18 more of those in us.
Hey, Mojo.
Hey, Mojo.
What? Come here. 5,
Oh, he wants to race you.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Here we go.
Now I know how to use the gears. You're going down.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh, Chris.
Come here, please, Casca! Get my way, Mojo!
All right, Chris, how was your racing experience with Mojo today and Dante?
I beat Mojo by 68 seconds.
Come on, Chris. Take it on the left.
All right, so Chris just whipped our butts. We did 20 miles on a bike, 3.5 running. I can barely breathe. Mojo can barely stand. He's gonna get in the pool. We are not, because we're toast. What are you gonna show us in the pool right now?
We're going to show some Ironman drills.
Awesome. All right, you ready to hop in?
Yeah.
All right, we're ready to watch.
Breathe under. 14. Good. Keep breathing. Go. Go. Go.
I met the Vice President of Special Olympics Florida in charge of sports at a Special Olympics fundraiser. And while we were talking, she learned that I participated in triathlon and indicated it was her heart's desire to start a triathlon program within Special Olympics Florida. When we initially started the program, we put word out to all the county directors of Florida who might have athletes that would potentially want to even give triathlon a try. And Chris was one of the original 3 who expressed interest. So our first year we only had 3 athletes and he was one of them. He's incredible. He always has a positive attitude about participating in the sport. He makes all of us laugh and smile. He just warms my heart when we're around him. And he never gives up. The very first year we did the triathlon, he was the very last person that came in. We merged the race with other people in the community. So not only was he last of the 3 of the athletes that were participating, but he was last of all, and his spirit was wonderful. You would have thought he won when he crossed the finish line. I love how he's fired up to participate in sports and fired up when he meets other people. I love that he and Dan share their game time baby, and they get really excited no matter what we're about to do, whether it's training or racing, that they just share a real excitement for the sport. And that energy just spreads to all of us.
What are your hopes for Chris going forward?
For the sport, just that he continues to inspire other people, and he's already done that. There's already people within our program that are saying, I want to do an Ironman. Within the Special Olympics program here, there's people outside of the state of Florida that are watching what's happening, that are now inspired to try triathlon. But beyond that, my wish is the same as his family's. Just that he would be independent, that he could eventually take care of himself and have just the same kind of future that all of us have.
Chris, tell us why you want to be a triathlete.
I want to get in shape. I want to make new friends.
Your race is when? It's coming up, right?
Yep, I've been training 1 year.
What's your favorite part of the triathlon?
Running,
Running?
Yeah.
How come?
because it makes my butt cute. And the ladies love it.
As Wayne said earlier, 2 years ago, they started with Special Olympics triathlon, and we just were looking for a way to get him in shape. He had just come off 4 major ear surgeries, 2 years of being sedentary, gained a lot of weight, got out of shape, and started to become isolated and was trending in the wrong direction. So we literally just got involved to get in shape and have some fun, meet some people. And we just fell in love with it. The races are amazing. The people in the Ironman community are amazing. And he just fell in love with the people, started finding a community of people who welcomed him, and that hooked him, and he just got more and more excited the more we did it, and he just has had the best time of his life the last couple of years, just getting in shape. That's all we're doing.
Can you guys explain to the people that don't know about this 1% mindset?
So this 1% of your philosophy is start small. Do 1 push-up, 1 sit-up, and 1 squat. Second day, and then on third day, rest. And then from rest, keep going. And now I'm up to 170 today. And then add 1 more tomorrow. So that way by November 7th, I'm gonna compete in Ironman race.
Anything to add to that?
Sure, it's a really simple philosophy. I designed something that was simple for him to understand, simple to execute, and would give him a sense of purpose every day, which is just get 1% better today than he was yesterday. Learn how to make it a lifelong habit so he could stay in shape and enjoy the whole experience. So the whole 1% is actually about a concept of avoiding pain. Nobody likes to do things that are painful. And so if you do a push-up and a sit-up and a squat and do one 2 days later, you don't feel any pain. And you do that for 30 days in a row, you're up to 10 or 15. And then you do it for 6 months, you're up to 35 or 40, and you never feel any pain because the progress is so gradual that all you're experiencing is the habit of continuous improvement. And a lot of our motivation as human beings comes from achievement. So 1% better is the recognized little bit of achievement that he experiences every day. Ultimately, all I wanted to do was put him in a situation where he would just look forward to every day for the rest of his life of just being a little better today than he was yesterday.
You literally went from casually training to deciding you're gonna compete in Ironman. When did you decide you were gonna do this, and when did you really focus hard on training for it?
When I decided that I went to Lucky Lake, and then I did a 1,000 meter across the lake. When by the time I got a call, he said, "Chris, why would you want to be an Ironman?" And then I said, "Because I'm good at it, and I'm gonna be this dad." And then that's where the idea got started.
It did. Can I add a little bit to that? Thanks. So, as you said, he wrote on the wall when he crossed the lake, 100,000 meters overnight swim. Never thought he could do that. He did it. He was so excited. He wrote on the wall, Chris Nikic, or Chris World Champ. And a light bulb went off, and I thought, well, why not? Why can't he do something that would make him a world champ? And we just started thinking about all the various programs, the Special Olympics, and I thought, why not Ironman? That would make him a world champ. And then I said to him, why don't we do an Ironman, buddy? He says, well, what's that? I said, well, it's just a little longer than a sprint. And he said, okay, well, what do I have to do? And I said, you have to do 3 things to do an Ironman. What
so it's 1% every day, work hard, do a smile, do whatever it takes.
Do whatever it takes.
And fake pain.
And don't worry about fake pain. So he said, okay. You asked me, you said, well, why should I do it, Dad? Remember? And I said, write down your dreams.
So I actually wrote down my dreams. So 3 basic dreams. Get a house, get a car, make a smoking hard, blah.
Essentially, it started October 11th of 2019.
That's amazing.
So that's about a year ago.
So it's 2.4 miles swim, and then 112 bike ride, followed by a marathon.
How long is a marathon?
26.2.
You gotta finish the point 2 or they don't count it.
Oh no.
Okay, got it. And how many miles total is that? We wanted to know the whole thing.
40.6.
Yeah, that's it. 140 miles in 17 hours.
My goal is to finish on time,
Yep.
be an Ironman, and then after that, go to the nightclub, celebrate with a 6-pack Corona for my victory over Dan Green.
You gonna beat him?
Yeah, beat him, pass him.
That's great. So is this gonna be your only Ironman, or are you gonna do more
Yeah.
of them?
What are you gonna do next year?
I'll be doing the Hawaii Ironman.
Hawaii Ironman. And then what's in 2022 in Orlando?
That'll be USA Games.
Special Olympics USA Games.
Nice.
And then the next one will be World Games in Germany.
The World Games in Germany.
Which means I'm gonna beat this damn greed of mine. And I'm gonna prove to him, Dan, give me that guacamole.
We stop for guacamole.
Chris, what would you say to people that don't think they can achieve their goals?
I want to tell them that it's important for them not to make excuses. Simple. Start small, get 1% every day, and yeah.
Chris, who's this guy sitting next to you?
This is Dan, my first time partner, he was a former police officer in New York. He retired and then he decided to meet this athlete, Chris Nikic.
Did you just refer to yourself in the third person?
Yes.
You're becoming too famous.
Thank you.
You're getting too big.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. I did start my triathlon journey because I wanted to lose some weight. I was 300 pounds and I wanted to get down to 200, so I had 110 pounds to lose. And I asked myself, what's the hardest thing that I could do to accomplish, not only getting in shape, but sustaining it? And they said, complete an Ironman. And I was like, great. And because I'm kind of an A-type personality, I said, great, I'll complete 10 Ironman in the next 2 years. Over the course of 2 years, I completed 100 races total, of which there were 10 Ironman events, 5 full Ironman and 10 half Ironman events. At that time, I was thinking, what a great way what's the way that I can thank God for me reestablishing my health in my 40s? And I figured, no better way to do it but to find someone else and help them become an Ironman. It's one of the most elite things you can do. The 1% of the 1% do it. And I figured it'd be great if I could find someone to do it with. Well, the only people that had done it that typically need guides are blind people. And so I started looking for a vision impaired person that I could help do an Ironman, and I was struggling to find one. They just weren't available. So I ended up almost giving up on my dream, and this guy shows up at one of our triathlon meetings with his dad and says that he wants to kind of get a little bit more competitive. He had done a sprint event, a shorter distance event, and he had outpaced his coach and was looking for someone that could take him to the next level. And I immediately said, I'd love to do it. And that became the start of an amazing friendship, an amazing little family, and one of the greatest honors of my life. They never said a kid with Down syndrome could do this. Matter of fact, the expectations for Chris's whole life is that he wouldn't accomplish much. And he's already accomplished more than most of the experts have said he would ever accomplish. And now he's going to shatter all of the records when he completes an Ironman on November 7th. And this is just the stories along the way of the individual growth as a competitor, as an athlete, and as a human being. And that's the same thing any other parent wants too, right, buddy?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Chris, what is your favorite thing Dan's taught you?
He taught me love, hugs. So the Humpty said team, they just love me.
And the message of the Nikic family is that they wanted Chris to get involved in triathlons and the Ironman so that he could have a community, so he could be included. And what's really cool is Chris has assimilated himself into our triathlon community, which is fantastic, and that was what they hoped for. But then the residual effects of that is that my oldest son has taken him in as a brother, and my youngest son has taken him in as a brother. So my oldest son takes him to UCF and lets a 21-year-old hang out with other college students his age. And now Chris is starting to help them understand that Down syndrome and people with special needs, they have a place and they're valuable in our community. So he's active in our triathlon community. Now he's active in the UCF community with my son. My 16-year-old is in, he's got a dad who's, does all these events and coaches. He's had no interest in doing a triathlon. Then Chris comes along, and now my youngest son, he wants to do a triathlon because he wants to do it with Chris. So inclusion started with, the community including Chris as a special needs athlete into our world. And now what's happened is this special needs athlete, Chris, is now including everyone else in his world. And what we're discovering by the amount of views he gets, by the amount of interviews he gets, by the impact he's making, that his world might actually be bigger than mine. And he's taking me places, he's taking others places that are larger than we could have taken him, which is really an amazing part of this story.
What are your favorite things Chris has taught you?
Chris doesn't think about the future, and he doesn't think about the past, he lives in the moment. The second thing that he's taught me, and I hope he teaches a lot more people, is that our limitations are also our superpowers. Chris doesn't have the ability to process things as quickly as you and I do, but you know what? He recognizes the A to B very well. And he recognizes when someone's heart is hurting, and he'll comfort them. And he recognizes when somebody needs a cheering up, and he'll cheer them up. And he just gets humanity well. I could get humanity better. And the last thing that he taught me is that a hug can solve everything. one of the teams that Chris was added on to with Ironman was called what? Do you remember?
Ironman Foundation.
He's a member of the Ironman Foundation, and he's currently in the middle of raising money for the Ironman Foundation. Do you remember what your goal is? How much money you want to raise?
Millions.
And who are you giving the money to?
Kids.
Which kids?
Like special needs.
Yeah.
If you could give a message to kids with special needs, what would you tell them?
I tell them, start 1% every day. Parents have been reaching out to me saying, I'm the hero to the kids. I'm starting a special program for college with special needs. And so they could get a job and instead of them living in isolation, they need to live in inclusion and be part of the community.
I'm just gonna say you're not only a hero to kids with special needs, you're a hero to everybody, man. It was great. It was great to meet you. Great to meet you, and I cannot wait to watch you crush the Ironman.
What's in the mask? We're indoors.
I know. We're aware.
Nobody knows.
Sorry.
Hey, good job, buddy.
Great
I'm
job.
proud of you. You did a great job.
Big Chris, what's up, Playboy? Mojo here, and I just wanted to take a minute while I'm mid-workout right now to hit you up and thank you for letting me hang out with you the other day. What you're doing is huge, man. It's a real-life inspiration, and I can tell you the second I got home after training with you the other day, I had to go on a little run and step my game up because you whipped my butt in that workout, and I can't handle that, man. I can't let that happen. So I'm over here and just wanted to tell you, man, you're really motivating me, dude. Man, I'll tell you what you're doing is so huge for just the entire world, and I know I appreciate it, man, and that's why I'm gonna be there to support you on the big day, baby. I can't wait for this. I'm stoked. I can't wait to see you finish this thing so that afterwards we can go find ourselves some hot blondes, man. That'll be maybe even better than the race itself, dude. So keep grinding. We're all so proud of you, and we'll see you soon, Playboy. Stay hyped.